Let's talk about reimbursements. For any skilled nursing facility, it's really the engine that powers everything you do. But what happens when that engine starts to sputter? Well, today, we're going to show you how to take your reimbursement process from a source of constant stress and turn it into a streamlined, automated workflow that really boosts your revenue and, just as importantly, frees up your team to focus on what matters most, patient care.
Does this sound familiar? You're providing incredible care, but when it comes time to get paid, you're hit with delays, silly errors, and denials that just drain your facility's financial health? If you're nodding your head right now, you are definitely in the right place.
It's no exaggeration to say it's the lifeblood. That steady, predictable revenue is what allows you to pay your staff, maintain the building, and, at the end of the day, provide the best possible care for your residents. When that financial lifeblood gets squeezed, you feel it everywhere. All right, so here's our game plan. First, we'll zero in on the reimbursement bottleneck itself. Then, we'll get real about the pains of all that manual work before we jump into the automation solution. After that, we'll look at the actual measurable outcomes you can expect, and we'll wrap it all up by talking about how you can modernize your entire revenue cycle.
So, where does this whole problem even start? Honestly, it begins with the sheer volume and complexity of claims. Skilled nursing facilities are juggling a constant flow of claims every single day, and each one has its own little quirks and potential pitfalls.
And for way too long, the go-to tools have been, spreadsheets, endless email chains, and even stacks of paper forms. This old-school manual approach just creates a tangled mess of information that's a nightmare to track, it's wide open to human error, and it's one of the biggest reasons for slow, unpredictable cash flow. Okay, now let's unpack how this manual approach leads to some very specific and very expensive problems. Because the hidden costs of an outdated system, they go way beyond just being frustrating. They have a direct impact on your bottom line.
You know what's really happening here is a vicious cycle. The submission and tracking process takes forever. That manual data entry, it naturally leads to more errors, which of course leads to more claim denials. Those denials mean you're waiting longer for payments, which kills your cash flow, and all the while, you have almost no idea where a claim is in the process, which just puts a huge administrative weight on your staff.
And here's the crucial takeaway. This isn't just an accounting headache. When your team is buried in paperwork and chasing down payments, their focus is pulled away from what they're actually there to do: care for your residents. That operational drag directly hurts the core mission of your facility. But here is where things turn around. We've talked a lot about the problem, so now let's talk about the solution. Technology gives us a way to completely streamline this entire workflow and finally break that cycle of manual inefficiency. So here's how it actually works in practice. An automated platform completely transforms the process. First, claims get submitted instantly with accurate data. You can track every single claim in real time from one simple dashboard. The system basically acts as your safety net. It flags potential errors like a missing authorization or a coding mistake before it can cause a denial. This all leads to faster payments, and critically, it makes sure you're always up to date with the latest payer and regulatory rules. If you only remember one thing from this, let it be this. The core value of automation really comes down to three huge advantages: speed, accuracy, and transparency. Doing things faster, with fewer mistakes, and with total visibility. Okay, so we know how it works in theory, but what does this actually mean for your facility's bottom line and your day-to-day operations? Let's talk about the tangible, measurable results you can actually see. I mean, the contrast here is just night and day, isn't it? On one side, you've got the manual world: high denial rates, slow approvals, and a staff that's completely bogged down. On the other side, the automated process gives you a huge drop in denials, much faster approvals, and a team that is finally free to focus on more strategic, high-value work. And you can see that impact right here, visually. Cash flow improves significantly, claim denials are drastically reduced, and staff efficiency is maximized. These aren't just little tweaks. These are fundamental improvements to the financial and operational health of your facility. And what's cool is that this creates a ripple effect of benefits. It starts with better cash flow and visibility, sure, but then you also get enhanced compliance, which makes audits way less painful. All of this adds up to better operational efficiency and, ultimately, long-term optimization of your entire revenue stream. So this brings us to our final and maybe most important point. Adopting automation isn't just about getting a new tool. It's about making a strategic choice to evolve your entire revenue cycle. It's time to move beyond those manual workflows. The old ways of doing things just aren't cutting it anymore. They're costing you time, they're costing you money,
and they're costing you focus. In today's healthcare world, modernizing isn't just a nice to have, it's an absolute necessity for survival and growth.
So, if you're ready to move from the chaos we've been talking about to a future of control and predictability, the next step is actually really simple. Just visit RevenueDX to learn more, or go ahead and schedule a consultation to see how you can streamline your specific reimbursement workflows. And I'll leave you with this question to think about. Just imagine your team wasn't spending hours every single week chasing down paperwork and fixing errors. What could they accomplish with all that time back? What new levels of care could you achieve? Thanks so much for watching. If you want more insights on healthcare automation, be sure to like, subscribe, and hit that bell icon so you don't miss our future updates. See you next time.